Absolutely, Neil. This has got great tradition. And you and I were here as young blokes to watch Juan Manuel Fangio drive the W196 in 1978 as a Formula One demonstration, and didn't he turn it on that day? It was unbelievable.
They locked the gates.
Yep.
Couldn't get another person in here. It was fantastic. Ends at the end of the back straight. So you basically get to measure the straight line performance of the car. And the contributors to that are clearly power in supercar racing, but also aerodynamics and critically corner exit speed. Now, if you can come off that turn 4 onto the back straight, off that platform, even a kilometre an hour faster, you reach 100% throttle that little bit earlier, and you weren't fanning the throttle in the process, you'll get a wedged variation at the end of the straight. It might only be 2 or 3 kilometres an hour, but it makes a substantial difference. All right, we're starting to get into the serious end now in terms of what the stopwatch is telling us.
Have a look at the sparks here out of the front of this car. Just the debris inside the wheel from the brake pad.
Yeah, so there's little bits of rubber in there that find their way to the inside of the aluminium rim. And you can imagine the brake temperatures, even though it's not
3 minutes.
And they try and regulate those temps. They get up. What's going on here?
What was that smoke?
Massive smoke coming in, mate. I don't know what it is. What do you want me to do? I've got to have to come in.
Is that a power steer failure?
Yeah, we know what it is. It's an electrical problem.
It's electrical. What a drama. Seriously, the man who's been so dominant all weekend, with only 2 minutes remaining, he's currently second, but he'll plummet down the order.
Badly.
That looks serious.
Coming up to the 2 minute mark. So is this something easily rectified, or is this effectively jeopardise what could be a front row start? So he said that him choking in here, therefore he's plucked the door open.
And because these sessions are quick fire sessions together, it might even have an implication for the next one.
What is going on there?
He's got to get out because he's battling to breathe.
Can you believe that?
Seriously.
Fortunes of this business, it's an unbelievable caper, isn't it, when you have to deal with these things. Now, we just talked up for 5 minutes all of the wonder of yesterday's performance. Lots of interesting unanswered questions for us to get to the bottom of their technical gremlin sidelining Will Davison. So, Shane Van Gisbergen, in all that flurry, has grabbed an Armour All pole position. Well done to Shane. Tiniest of margins between he, Cam Waters and Chaz Mostert. Doesn't that set up a ripping race today? And a big nod there to Brock Feeney for that performance. Awesome. Now, Will Davison, as a result of what you saw, he was second before the last blast. He's ended up being in the 11th position when it's all done and dusted. And the field spread one end to the other, 25 cars, 1.3 seconds.
There's Will Davison. So for Ford fans, that's a great recovery. And well done also to Supercars to allow them to run that car the way that they've got it there now. So I thought at that stage for sure they wouldn't have got that car back out. So everybody down there's done a great job. DJR have got to the bottom of it very quickly. And let's see what Will can do this time.
Oh, look at this.
It's the games.
We've got the Car Park Grand Prix happening at the exit of turn 4.
And Van Gisbergen's crowded it. So now you've got to get on with this now. There's only 3 minutes remaining. You've got to do this probably on your first or second lap, so there's no margin in terms of time.
It's remarkable to even mention Will's name based on what we saw before.
Is he going to get held up here? Because Jack Smith was behind him, now he's in front of him. And this will cost Van Gisbergen for sure. This last sector is going to be compromised. Turns it in from out wide. What's the last sector look like? He put 2 of the best sectors together. What's it done for him?
Wow, he's still rocketing along at an amazing pace, Mark. It's a 1 minute 7.2, and Davison responds in kind. So Will Davison's done a 7.208. So considering the traffic effect, the speed in the first 2 sectors for Van Gisbergen was amazing.
And the 1.5 tenths difference in the last sector.
He's still pushing at the moment. He's still pushing, but he's just P2 at the moment. I don't think he's going to get it out of it, mate. That's P1. Yes, mate.
What a rebound for Davison. Fantastic job by everybody down there at DJR.
Well, we'd written him off. We had him parked up. In fact, we not only said doubtful for the session, doubtful for the day. Couldn't have been further from the truth. So still people out there completing laps. So this top 10 or so runners is far from resolved at the moment. Brock just missed the apex slightly down there at turn 9 as he rounds up Mark Winterbottom. The order at the moment, provisional armour all pole is Will Davis and Shane Van Gisbergen, alongside then Anton De Pasquale, Winterbottom, who you just saw off to the side a moment ago. Mostert, Waters, Reynolds, Randall, Feeney and Pye. That's the 10. And how does Brock fare at the completion of this lap?
Yeah,
No going down.
Save some fuel, finish P9 there, mate.
700 slower.
He missed the apex. He didn't quite get it hooked over the top of the curb down there at turn 9. And Richard can't believe his luck after that one. So incredible stress. And Davo's thinking the same thing, shaking his head going, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So that is an amazing bounce back. And the puzzle of what happened with the electrical traumas with that car in the previous session that dropped him down to 11th position, and we doubted whether the car would even get back out. He's responded by hooking one back over the top of the net that was good enough for an armour all pole position, and the margin 4/100ths of a second. Shane Van Gisbergen probably traffic compromised in that one at the back end of it, but we've got the tiniest of margins, and they'll share what will be an exciting front row later this afternoon. So Will Brown heading that next group of cars in 11th position. And again, the spread pretty narrow. It's only 1.2 seconds back to Jack Smith.